And you have to upload it.
Are I starting the video?
I think it's recording now, right? Oh yeah, it's like,
I think you have to start video.
oh, if I want to be in it, it's okay.
You don't need to write video. The thing is, you need to. Did you send a link yet?
Oh, okay. I guess we can send a link too.
Or if anyone want to join, so maybe no one, but
Yeah, I'll put it there just in case. Okay.
Are you writing anything on the board or doing anything video dependent?
I don't think we need a whiteboard.
Okay, okay.
oh, so that if anyone want to see,
So what's today's priority?
Wait, sorry.
What's today's priority?
So we're finishing up the project we've been working on, which has been like very basic classifying. Are you the person that's been emailing me?
Yeah.
Is it Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah. I also sent, I don't know if you saw it, but I sent a sample of the EEG data.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Was it? Oh.
yeah, the BioBinary. Maybe like someone who wants to look at your screen can also just join Zoom.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go around like so.
Okay. And it's not yet 5, so I'll wait a bit.
People have to like
Wait, what?
to the meeting.
Oh, I didn't add everybody.
You said it right. I copied for you.
Oh wait, are you not able to join?
Well, I haven't checked.
Okay, I sent a link.
You did? What?
Yeah. It should be an announcement.
That's in the
You sent it?
Okay, let's see if your link works.
It's gonna be bad if it doesn't.
We just do this.
But I think
So
the main
so you don't have to worry about anyone coming in.
oh, there's a waiting list.
Yeah, let me turn up.
Okay. Thanks.
You come. Sorry. So this all should be split and after that, no needs to.
I guess the people who watch the recording get to hear us talk about how to set up Zoom.
Yeah, so you don't have to
You just
accept
cut
it.
out the.
That's true. Can keep it for the comment.
Let me just not connect to audio. So then,
All right. We're probably gonna start in like 5 or 3 minutes, probably. Yeah. Do you know John and
I checked the location. They're still at home.
Day?
Fuck that. Well, it might not be updated. Let me see. Yeah. Such a disappointing experience.
Oh, this is Synaptech. Yeah, we're gonna start in a few minutes. Yeah, you can pull up a chair. I'm actually gonna stand, I think, so there can be an extra spot. Someone wants it. Really?
Yeah. Sure, sit.
I think I'll stand regardless, just so it's more.
I'll be honest though,
Okay, that works too.
142 someone to waste time. Like,
You got this with Synaptech?
You'll be skipping boxes.
Oh, really?
You're just.
Page
Yes, I might like explode and stab myself in the eye or something.
They can't. I don't know. She says she can't come.
That's okay.
Can it? Yeah.
It was kind of the rights. Yeah.
Okay, I think this might be it, so I might just get started. But okay. Hi everybody. So we are like doing a few different things today. The main thing is first, we had a vote for treasurer, but our treasurer ended up being Yuna. It was pretty close. She's not here though, so that's interesting. But yeah, so thank you to Joanna for also running. You did have some pretty good ideas about like for fundraising stuff, so I might talk to you about that anyway. Yeah, okay. So the first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to mention for everybody that's involved in a project, starting next week, we're going to have a section at the beginning of every meeting where we want everyone to give little updates about what progress you've made, just to make sure everyone is able to like get started with whatever projects you're working on. So make sure you talk about that in whatever project group you're in. Yeah, and then the other main thing was we have a few different events. And I'm going to share the slides so that you can follow along if you want. But the main thing is we have like, there's another organization called Conect, which is the, I don't know, like the next over like the next level, I guess, with Synaptech. It's involved with a bunch of all the other neuro related RSOs. So we're a part of that group, and they're doing an open house with all of the other CS neuro stuff. If you're interested in going, we're going to do demos. If you're involved in a project, we might show off some of the work you're doing or planning to do, and then possibly also this project as well. So I will send this really quick, and I'll also put announcements about those particular events in the future. And okay, let me know if you cannot access the slides. Yeah, and so we also have, I talked to some people from the Orsborn Lab. I know I talked to Evan about if you were interested in that, but if anyone else is interested in at least just learning about the research that's going on there, they're also like a neurotech related research lab. I have 3 different people from that lab that are interested in talking. There's someone involved in ECOG, which is like mapping different brain part things. And there's someone that works with training the monkeys that was interested in that as well. So a lot of different people in that lab. Yeah, so I thought I would mention that we have guest speakers. Those will probably be happening in November. They are free at our regular meeting time, so which is nice. So it should be, if you just come to a regular meeting, they should be there at those scheduled times. And then future, oh.
See if access to this.
Oh, is there no access?
Not that, that's just flat.
Let me. Okay, is everyone able to access the slides? I'm on slide 4. It's okay if you don't have the slides either, because it's not super imperative to look at them. Yeah, the only things on here is like what I'm talking about. So some cool people from Orsborn Lab might be showing up, and then the Conect open house, which is on November 8th. And then I wanted to do something, it might be a little late, but something Halloween related. I think Harshal, it was you that mentioned like the horror thing. I think, was that you?
A horror thing?
Or like something with fear, right?
Oh, I mean, we could do something about the science of fear, like if
Yeah.
you wanted to, but yeah, if you guys, there are labs and there is research like on neuroscience of fear, and there's computational research on it too. If I guess that would be more suited towards the interests of the club, would be the computational side of fear research in neuroscience. So I guess, I mean, we could go over paper or something. But I guess if you guys are interested in that, let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might do something for Halloween. I don't
Yeah.
really know.
I think it might also be a bit delayed. So it might be like November, I guess. But yeah, I like the idea a lot. I was thinking potentially, because we have the TENS devices, if we could combine the ideas and be like, this is the optimal time to scare this person, and we can shock them with the TENS device. But yeah, there could be some fun stuff we could combine ideas with. But I'm thinking that could be a potential next project that we do during general meetings. If there are other ideas as well, yeah, you guys can let me know. Yeah. Okay, and so the main thing today is finishing up the BioBinary project. So I believe last time, was everyone able to run the notebook? Maybe not code anything, but everyone ran the notebook. Is that not true for anybody? It's okay if you weren't able to.
I don't have a laptop.
Oh, okay, that's okay. You can use mine. I think that should be
yeah.
good.
Mine is broken.
Oh, is it okay?
It's kind of okay.
Okay. I'm sorry for that.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do today, so did anyone get to the hyperparameter optimization part? A little bit? So that was like, there was like a code block under decision tree. It was an example of how to do it. And then you'd have to like copy and paste it. And then, okay. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do today is make sure everyone knows how to do that and is able to successfully do that. Basically, again, does anyone remember what the hyperparameters are, or like what that means? A little bit? Does someone want to share? Okay, so I'll just go over it really quick. So the hyperparameters, those are basically these different parameters of how you want to train or fit your model. So with the example of the decision tree, that could be how deep it goes. So how many times you split the tree. Is it a little familiar now? Yeah, so it's just different parameters. And what I want to do first, I'm going to send the link again. And I'm sharing my screen on Zoom. So if you want to follow along really quick, that would be good. And the Zoom link is also in announcements. Okay,
You share your screen yet?
I'm gonna check really quick.
Yeah, good.
Oh, I think I'm sharing my screen, right?
No.
No?
Okay, now you share it.
Okay, cool. Is everyone, I'll give you guys a second to do that. Okay, is everyone good or need more time? Okay, I'm gonna just get started. So, if you're able to run the notebook, one of the first things that you needed to do was move all your data over. So if you open like your file explorer and then find wherever your data is, you can just copy it over here. I'm gonna also, oh, am I going too fast? Or, okay. All right, so once you are able to move your data over into this like folder section, if you want to look at the data exploration thing, I think most people are able to do this already. Just replace that file name with whatever the name of your file is. And then you should be able to run it. And then you can run through the entire notebook if you go at the top and it says runtime and then run all. So what that should do, it'll take a second. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to mention. So last time there was a section called Fourier transform. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Okay, if you open that up, originally what I did is I commented out some of the code. You should not have that commented. The reason why I had it commented is because it does take a little while to run, but it is really cool if you look at what the plots are. They're basically these frequency domain plots that show your brainwave activity as a component, as a bunch of different components of different frequencies. So if you have like a sine wave and there's little sine waves in that, you can see the two different frequencies and how much they contribute to that overall signal. So that's what these plots are. And I just thought they were cool. So that's why they're here, if you want to look at those. Yeah, and also the arrows next to every header, you can like click on them to expand them or collapse them. I didn't say that last time, so I don't know if everyone was able to figure that out, but that's probably good to know how to do. Yeah, so here's the thing that I actually want you guys to do. If you scroll all the way down to the models section, is everyone able to get there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Good. All right. We have this decision tree example where you should have been able to train just the regular decision tree. You can see the accuracy, and then you can print out the diagram. And then there's this cell here, the hyperparameter optimization. So what I want you guys to do is if you just highlight this whole section, copy it, and then go to random forest. And if you hold down here, you can create a new code block and then just paste it. Can everyone raise your hands when you get to that part? Or if anyone has questions. Yeah.
Different person from my group had the data.
Oh,
They did not show it.
okay.
He is not here.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to send all of these files into Discord. So if you don't have data on your computer, you can use this. I don't think these the files that I downloaded are actually like eyes closed and eyes open. They're just like data that I have. So your model may not do that well, but if you do want to collect more, if you have these headsets here, there'll be like time for you guys to like work on this by yourselves for a second where you can do that if you want. Okay, I'm gonna put them in the off-topic section. Hopefully Discord lets me send this many things. Are there any other questions so far? Oh, too many uploads.
How many decision branches are in the random forest, and what are the decision branches of?
Oh, so in a random forest, do you understand the idea of decision tree?
Decision tree classifiers.
Mhm. yeah, so random forest, basically a bunch of those decision trees. And so it's the same idea of, are you talking about what is the name of the?
Are you trying to classify them as alpha, beta, theta, beta, or something else, or something more fine-grained?
No, not more fine-grained, but it is, yeah, it's a classifier and it's a binary classifier. So basically the idea behind this project is you pick two different states that you want to classify between. So the basic example was eyes open or eyes closed. And so that's what you're trying to classify.
Oh, classify have eyes open, eyes closed.
Yeah, some type of binary thing.
What about shock reaction or stimulated or
You could-
sleepy?
You could definitely do that as well. The idea was like anyone could choose what the two states were. We did have one person, I don't think he's here today, but he was at the previous meetings where he was doing meditation. And so
Gamma waves.
that would, I believe actually the way I pre-processed this, you can add that as another thing to look at gamma waves, but I only limited to alpha, beta, theta, delta on this file, but you can change the code as well. Okay, so I'm sending a few right now.
In the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can only send one at a time because the files are too big, so I'm not going to send all of them.
Can you only open one? You can only open one at a time.
So what you're going to want to do is click on the download icon on the side so you can download them all to your computer and then upload them into Google Colab.
Yeah, okay. And it gets deleted as soon as you close Google Colab, I guess.
Yeah, yes, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so is everyone able to download all the files I just sent?
Why do you need that many files?
So actually, usually you'd want, well, okay, for the first part, yes, you don't need it because it's just looking at one singular file. So that's okay, I guess everyone sees on Zoom. That's like this part here where you put in the file name. So you would replace that with just one file you have, and then you want to upload those different data files that I sent, or if you have them on your computer, whatever data you have, and have them here. Okay. Is everyone like following along so far? Okay, I just want to make sure. If you have questions, definitely stop me so I can make sure everyone's good. Because what we're gonna try to do by the end of this meeting is you're gonna have your own machine learning model. We're gonna save it as this, it's called a pickle file. And then we're going to make it so you can deploy it onto your own web application. So you'll have like your own site and everything, and you can live stream data and you can make predictions in real time. So I want to make sure everyone's following along so they can have a cool project. Yeah, okay, so all this is off. That's okay. Oh.
Sorry. Leave. Okay, thank you.
Okay, there we go. That's interesting. Yeah, so some of this stuff probably looks familiar. There was this matrix. I talked to a few people one-on-one about what these things actually represented. Is just how correlated the different bands are to each other.
What's it in the Delta 1, Data 4?
Oh, so if you look at the raw data, these numbers, I changed the names of the columns so that you know what the band names are.
Okay.
And then they're just like different recordings, but still in the same band, but slightly different frequency numbers. Yeah.
Oh, Data 1 is different frequency from Delta 4?
Yes. So the delta, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's a range of different frequencies. So I just changed it to different numbers. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's 4 Hertz. Oh, this is, yeah. Okay. So some of these plots should look familiar. But we are working on the hyperparameter optimization. So everyone was able to, is everyone at that point where you have downloaded files and you have the copy pasted cell under, I think, random forest? Is everyone at that point? Are we sure we're all at that point? Does anyone need help? Okay, if you're not at that point yet, can you raise your hand really quick, just so I can? Yeah, and then just make a new cell under that one. One more down. Oh yeah, so I didn't explain how to do this. So I should make a new cell Oh, yeah, sure.
But this is for single value.
Okay.
Decomposition.
I mean, you have to execute all the previous code first, so that.
Wait, Catherine, you know why I cannot run this? There.
Oh, this is because you only have one file here, and so what this function does is it splits it into different ones, so you need at least two.
This is for SVD.
And then I sent some on Discord. if you
Yeah.
want.
That's true. I'll do that now.
Yes.
Does anyone else need help?
Decision tree, decision tree.
Here, I'm gonna just walk around really quick.
Optimizations.
You're shop yourself.
Yes.
You're CS, right? I'm gonna apply to mine. Oh,
Eventually,
Wait, I thought you CS for the whole time.
no.
So you guys kind of work together.
No, I'm just.
Wait, do you know Caitlin?
Yeah.
Right? Is she in a major yet? Or-
If it's.
Yeah, she got into
training
ACMS.
She got into ACMS?
Yeah, like 2 days ago.
Holy shit, she didn't tell me.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it was such a celebration. When? You know when?
She like called me, I think immediately.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
She called me saying when she got rejected, but she didn't call me when she got accepted. So
I saw her like
What?
in person when she got rejected.
yeah,
So
that was so sad.
Is train accuracy supposed to be 1 and test accuracy supposed to be 0?
I
She
mean,
was, like, surprised.
there's
Yeah.
not a
Okay.
lot of data. We had some people collect really good data. This is just like random samples.
Okay, okay.
It's
And
probably
also
Here.
for the
Yeah, I can call
hyperparameters,
her right now and tell her to.
Oh,
what-
when did she get in?
wait,
Like
Gini and
2 days
entropy
ago.
criteria,
Oh,
those
that's
are different
probably
types of hyperparameters.
Oh, I think she's out there.
Is
Wednesday.
Damn,
they're-
that's so
you
cracked.
can pick it.
So
You know, because I the
It's
last thing I
It's just
updated, I
different
saw her
ways of
LinkedIn is still like
doing
untitled major. I was like,
Okay,
so I was like,
okay.
when is she gonna
So,
be in?
Accuracy of the classification
Yeah,
like-
those are different.
You know which track though?
and def is
Huh?
like.
You know
def
which
is-
track that
DMA. She got the one she wanted.
Oh, the
Yeah,
the
discrete.
Oh, how many different?
that's
Solution decision tree is Gini with entropy.
I think there are other ones as well. We're gonna look at the documentation as.
Okay, wait, who wrote this?
The code is all about.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, and then, Evan- okay, cool. Alright, so it looks like everyone is set. So everyone has that copy pasted block. Now, if you were to run that, after running that random forest cell before it, it shouldn't work. Oh, okay, there we go. Because I think the hyperparameters are slightly different. So what I wanted you guys to do is figure out what are the hyperparameters that actually work with random forest instead of decision tree, and then try different values for them. So I'm going to show you how you should go about doing that. So if we just like look up random forest classifier, I'll send the link to this as well.
Okay.
So I sent the link in announcements, and we can see this section that says parameters, and there's a bunch of things here. So there's this N estimators and then criterion. So that was the same with decision tree. And so that's well, that's what Alex was just asking about. But it looks like oh, this is qualities, right? So I'm sorry, that's not accuracy. Yeah, and so if some of the words don't make sense, definitely just look them up. I also do not know everything on
What
this.
does alpha mean?
Um,
Decision tree alpha less than 12 and Gini equals 0.444. Oh, that's the sample. That's the sample you're classifying in the decision tree diagram.
oh yeah, on the diagram. Yep.
Okay.
That's not on this documentation. Okay. Yeah. So you can like pick out a few of these examples. So I think actually it looks like the ones I worked with on decision tree are almost the same. So
Okay.
if you want to edit this parameter grid, this is part that you guys are going to be changing the code. For example, I think one of those said, what was it, N estimators? So it looks like that's how many trees that are in that random forest. So we can change, does adding more trees affect the performance of it? And so it's kind of like a little experiment you can try. And so you follow like the same syntax and you could put in different values. So maybe you just want, well, I guess one is just one decision tree, but you could try like 5 decision trees, 10, 15.
Where do you specify 5 decision trees into decision trees?
So that's going to be in that param grid that copy pasted thing that I had you guys paste that new cell. That's where you want to be editing all this.
Okay, so 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, so you can try different things.
Oh, fuck.
I think my runtime disconnected, so hopefully this still gonna work. This min sample, that should still be a thing. Oh,
Sam. Split.
yeah.
That one
Okay.
right there.
So yeah, you can. So I just ran it on my computer. I had the same parameters, except I added another one called num estimators. And I set some random values, and then it prints out what the best hyperparameter combination was. So, do you guys all understand everything so far? Any questions? Am I going too fast, too slow?
How did you decide which part the best hyperparameters?
So, oh yeah, so a bit about how this works. So what it's basically doing is you have this training set and it picks out, right now, I don't have that much data, so I don't know how many are in each set, but it picks different combinations of these and it just figures out which one has the best accuracy, if that makes sense.
Combinations of.
Yeah, so it could do like num estimators 10 and criterion Ginny and then max step this. And so
Num estimated 10. Wait, where's num estimators?
so that's one that I just added.
Oh, you not in
So-
parameters.
Yeah, so it's on, if you go to Zoom, you'll be able to see it. You can just,
Oh,
like,
okay.
click on it here.
Okay.
But what I want you guys to do is change the value in that parameter. You can add new parameters by looking at that documentation sheet, which is what I sent here. So this is what I saw. I can use num estimators as something. I hope so.
And that's
There's it. Yeah, so that's where this is coming from, the number of estimators. And I
I
can
write the
use,
doc too.
sorry?
Do you write the doc?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't write the
Okay.
doc. So this is scikit-learn. It's a library. I did not write the library, but I can use it. Yeah, and that's what you guys want to be doing too. So change the values in those param grid things. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to do that. I'm gonna check. Yeah.
Are you still going to try
So
to do
basically, this is for red force. There's a list of all these different hyperparameters.
what's the
So one I did is I saw, oh, there's this number of estimators.
Tree from the forest.
without being in
Oh.
engineering? I don't know. But I know if you're in then. Yeah. That's what
Holy fuck.
I mean, even if I don't get in, I could do physics. Either quite like I think I can. And then
This is not closed.
maybe not. I can do neuro. I can always do. Isn't neuro competitive too?
Oh,
but I
okay.
did, like, certain amount. Because they own theories. My bias theories is very good. That's good. You've taken the bias here? Yes. Wow.
Is grid search?
Yeah, well, ECE has like,
Oh,
For
they actually
engineering.
have the data.
yeah, like number of first choice price. So A&A was pretty competitive. I have a couple of friends that were team leads at some.
Oh my god, this is so interesting.
Really?
Yeah, one of my friends.
Where is?
Yeah,
where's the
team
company?
lead is
Does it
freshman
where?
year, and he was rejected.
But yeah,
That's-
EC is 224 to 2.
Oh, yeah, a
Where
lot
are
of,
these
yeah, a
companies
lot
at?
of,
Well, I had like.
even center design is usually. Yeah, the only ones that are super competitive are like mechanical, bio,
and
and everything else is like whatever. That's what they want. I guess it depends on the year though. Sometimes like the year before A&A was like the fires.
Yeah.
Mackie is usually the most consistent.
And so.
Yeah, people say Mackie and bio.
I think yeah, that sounds about right. Mackie's pretty hard to get into. But I'm not really interested in.
I don't know mechanics.
But me too, robotics, all that. I mean, robotics is okay.
Robotics is fine.
Like I'm into hardware, but
Hardware. Oh my god, hardware is so cool.
Like physics, but then mechanics now. Mechanics are my least favorite. I like E&M is better, and so is light and noise and heat. All that stuff is good.
yeah, that's true. Well, E&M's just kind of.
Obviously, we're biased.
You know what this
but yeah.
means? Or,
Hmm?
you know why
Oh,
this
yeah.
didn't work here?
I wonder.
How many people do this program?
Okay,
You do have six.
invalid parameter for estimator.
Like this cycle.
Did they?
I mean, I had an
I know
estimate.
it's-
Maybe I don't know if this is the right one to use, but.
100,000.
And do you know what grid search TV does? Like,
So,
does it,
you have-
it just
Is it
searches through
like
every combination of each parameter?
There's one month.
Oh,
Yeah, it's yeah. So now I
Hyperparameter tuning function. Okay.
That's what this is.
And it's good for you to get more
It is
education.
yeah, one too. I think also they can inflate their acceptance rate to be lower now.
Wow,
Definitely, yeah.
okay, just try rerunning the whole.
That'll be interesting. I wonder if the acceptance rate is go down. It'll be more up.
Let me see, or I could just
Probably.
clear this and see if it still works.
Yeah, like only 40 people didn't get their first or second choice. Most of them probably.
Okay, file,
It's gonna drop for in-state.
runtime, run all.
Except out of state.
Yeah,
They take the money.
Yeah, I
Run
was out of state
before.
last
Holy
year, but
fuck,
I got
holy-
in-state
holy
this year.
fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck you do?
I moved here with my family.
You straight.
Yeah, well, we didn't like it, so,
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
but yeah,
it's business.
yeah.
It's not large, so.
Uh,
Forgot what it
yeah,
was.
I think,
Yeah.
Like,
you got
like,
your own.
like,
No, I should Catherine will do something.
was uneasy
Or,
or that.
Yeah, I need to figure out something.
So I don't know.
I mean, my lab does their stuff, but it's like
That was it.
it's mostly just very little.
There was
computation.
the one I mentioned in the meeting was this lab.
Let's see what.
Fucker.
Hyperparameter tuning.
Yeah, this.
Mm,
I remember.
Open
the meeting.
hyperparameter tuning.
There's
Did you understand what I missed?
Like, goes to the side.
his lab is about.
Okay, delta, theta, alpha, y this.
Okay, it doesn't not much.
Yeah. Well, he does
Like crazy.
research
Yeah,
on
38.
aggression,
What feels
addiction, depression, and yeah.
That's hyperparameters. Max depth.
And also, when we make a change to a code block, we should just get away with wording that code block. Because each block passes on the code that it ran.
Oh, I see, okay, so the reason.
So
Um,
usually we run a whole work.
I originally said it, so.
Oh wait, shall we respond? What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
So as long as.
That's quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Tuesday at 10 a.m.
That
Which
was
is
good.
Halloween.
Yeah. Changes something, changed X.
I-
It's 10.
Well, actually, no, I can just do Tuesday at 10 a.m. Wednesday at 10 a.m. But I can't do Wednesday. Okay, I can do Tuesday.
All right, I can't do Tuesday, but you could just meet him at
All right, that's cool. Because yeah,
yeah, she'll go.
I need to see it.
Yeah. There's a couple things in there.
There's hardware to be managed.
Yeah, there is. There's like
I'll try and I'll write it down. Hopefully, if I can stay there long enough, which I should be able to.
yeah, last time I went with Catherine, he just left me. Oh, so you should probably just transfer if you want.
Stay there, and then yeah, maybe I'll move it to the.
You can get from I think this building, if you go to the CSC office, you can ask them for a card. Just take it from there. Take where we're reading to.
Oh, cool, and that'll just work.
Yeah,
Get in.
that's what I did over the summer
Okay.
when I picked up the packages. That's what. Oh, be careful, I guess it'll work twice. Wow, that's crazy.
Should I say I will not be there, but I will.
Yeah, that's one.
I mean, oh wait, yeah, you were the one with like the good brain kids though. You can also try with like. Oh yeah, definitely. And so you would, yep.
And do you just meet him like where am I
He'll-
supposed to go?
Probably either his office or just on his third floor.
Oh, well, I'm just.
It's the one across the street.
Four test pieces a day, so one piece of validation basis, so it's kind of hard for me to do much.
That makes sense. But at least
Yeah.
you get the process right. So
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm just kind of messing around.
Nice.
What the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, probability.
Isn't that's the proofs probability, isn't it? It's the start of the pure math probabilities.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have to take it?
I'm taking it so I can take different course.
Oh.
It's a prerequisite for some ML courses.
Can you not skip him?
What do you mean?
Can't ask the professor to.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, either Indy 315 math. But
Yeah.
aren't you required to take 315 or?
I am required, but the problem is that 90 sucks.
Yeah, stat 390 sucks, so
But
everyone
Indy 315
says.
yeah, but Indy 315 you
Fills up.
fills up way too quickly. You can't actually get the class.
All the
information.
tuitions.
Yeah. So I basically just was like, you know what, probability's good. And then I'll be able to take this hopefully this year.
Do you not need math 300 to take 390?
No, usually.
Oh, you
like
don't?
6.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's a good class. I have a friend in it, so.
Yeah.
Wait, how does it operate when I?
Wait, doesn't the class have proofs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have to, I mean, they show you some like homework, like.
Yeah,
Oh, that I
like
literally
all the,
just pulled, like,
all the proofs.
I mean, basically most of my
And
homework.
the
is-
exam.
Well, actually, there's only one exam.
Oh, okay, that's.
It is.
Controversial.
Homework's 50%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like. I
That was like, I did.
Wait, why is this work? But yeah, it's like.
Oh, cool.
Two. 20 hertz.
I'd use late.
Late technique.
Yeah.
You love applied math.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to run this thing again. So I think there's still an issue with the hyperparameters. Like once it went to the hyperparameter classification,
One
it
of
went
my
to
friends
accuracy.
ACMS.
It went to the trivial hyperparameters and accuracy 0 when you use the original file.
I mean, it's not bad.
And this is with.
Yeah, this was it.
This class is a combination of R.
And then if you run it again, I guess it's gonna.
Gotta prove everything. Proofs aren't even.
It might also just be the quality of the data.
Yeah, I'm trying a different thing. I just tried to open recording.
And that's art.
So I didn't bring it in on the open.
Yeah,
Yeah, perspective.
I think that's.
And are you still getting 0 when you change what the?
Just a better version of
Let's
stat.
see, when I changed
Stat 390. in
the
three.
where
They should
change
have this.
the
That you, like,
I
change
feel
the
like it
value
should, but-
to 0.
Okay, so
I
like
don't know, stat
I would
390.
to
take it.
math
Stat
stuff
390.
or what are some good values to change?
I'm not
for-
taking-
I think the only other one in Criterion is log loss.
Log loss
From what I just looked at the document.
here. Log.
No, so it'd be in here, but you can add, so that's what
Okay.
this, so you can, oh, this is random forest. Let me switch this to decision tree really quick.
Okay, SK
Um,
learn decision tree. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why that site you keep pulling up is, so you could try like splitter. Oh, and
Oh,
you could
splitter.
try like different things here.
Okay, so I go.
And so each, everything that's on like the left-hand side is the
Splitter.
name of the parameter. And,
Wait, which the doctor goes?
oh, the second one.
Second one, okay.
All that it doesn't show up first.
Okay, oh, this is some,
Yeah.
this is.
Oh, I never asked. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's worse. Nice. Yeah. It's a very like trial and error
Okay.
kind of thing.
Tweak here.
And then so hard. Oh, okay. It's for decision making. Yeah, I think that's not, so you can only have number estimators for random force. You understand what number estimator is? Okay.
Oh my god,
It's just.
holy
yeah.
fuck. Holy fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Here's has that that's that is the ink that should
Right.
is if you make
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
So we want to make this
Min impurity bullshit.
Yeah, so the next step. Oh, the numbers like. Like that, so it's gonna be.
This year, this is a.
Subscriptions. So
Yeah.
if you don't, if you,
Yeah.
if it's on this time, it's gonna take a while. I do self-color and voice section. And it's not actually really bad. Oh, but where's this code?
Okay, holy fuck.
Oh,
105
Yeah.
Wait, what is your?
But the process that you're doing.
Right, okay, so she's. This function mandates an history input the next step, right? But the way she's doing it.
Oh, yeah, I
Optimization period is using a different function. It's using grid search and then.
Oh.
Exactly.
That means that we need to take policies. How does not overlap? Why can't we define into better than not? Default, why is not default zero? Or it's the.
I guess,
equivalent.
see it as a special property.
Not really.
The
ours the one that talks about. Wait.
That was yours.
That's why. Because it has a special
Was it?
property.
I think so.
By the way, this is a raised value error if I put glitter in.
Is this for decision tree?
Yeah, decision tree. Let's see.
Inside that.
Wait, this is hyperparameter optimization.
It's about function.
Oh.
It's weird. That looks correct to me.
Also, the X is like time and Y is it voltage?
Or flow, so. it
So
just
X
depends
train,
whether
it's
you
actually
get-
X train
Can you
are
give it-
features of the model, which are the voltage values.
Okay.
And then Y train is the target. So like eyes open or eyes closed.
Oh, Y train is eyes open, eyes closed. Oh, okay.
And then, oh, that does look correct to me. So make sure to like learn. Oh, splitter.
So this way of writing a code is impossible in Java, right?
Oh, yeah, in Java, yeah.
Okay. I see.
You'd have to round
Um,
something.
Why are there no examples?
Oh.
Because you can only work with like single data types of Java functions. That's why nobody uses Java.
Okay,
Java is only used to teach.
I'm not, can I check that after?
Yeah, yeah.
You should be able to try the other hyperparameter.
Okay, okay.
I will check back on that.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, actually,
So-
people do use Java, but
Was-
like scientific computing.
Yeah.
Okay,
these are-
So everyone was able to make some modifications to the grid and run it, right? Okay, so ideally now with that skill, if you wanted to, I don't think we'll do it today just for the sake of time. But you should be able to do that for logistic regression as well. All you do, you look up what is the model logistic regression and then scilern, which is the library. You go to that documentation page and you can see what are the different hyperparameters I can change and then what values can I try out and then run the cell block and then you can have a model with the best hyperparameters. Okay, so now I'm back on Zoom again. And so after you try, maybe your random forest worked better or the decision tree, probably random forest, worked better. And you have these different hyperparameter things you tried out, figure out which one gave you the best accuracy, or at least an accuracy you're happy with. And then what you want to do is you want to save that model. And I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. So once you have, I'm just going to go with this random forest. Make sure it's the last cell that you run is the one that you want to save. So I'm going to just stick with the default random forest really quick. So I ran this cell block. I'll do that again. And then you're going to scroll all the way to the last cell in the notebook. It should say save model. And then if you run that, what it's going to do is it's going to generate this file in that folder icon tab. It's going to generate a file called mymodel.pkl. And so pickle is this thing that lets you pickle your models. And it's basically just a file that encapsulates your model so that you can
It's a
put it-
special file type that allows you
Yeah.
to store your stuff It's more efficient when you're loading it in when you use a pickle.
Like, what's the stored
It
at?
can also be smaller. It's stored as a pickle file, like it's .pkl.
Those entire code lab now, those are the outputs, basically.
No, so it's actually the only thing we're pickling is the model itself.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the random forest with the hyperparameters you save.
Oh, the hyperparameter thing.
So, all right. I'll say that one more time, just make sure everyone follows along. So you pick whichever thing that you wanted. So if I wanted to do like the classifier one, or sorry, the hyperparameters, I can run this cell block that says hyperparameter optimization. And then we want to look at what is the name of the model so we know we're saving the right thing. And I called it best DT classifier. So I'm going to copy paste that name. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and then I'm going to make sure I'm dumping the right file. Oops. And then I'm going to run this last cell and it's saved. And it's going to output something called mymodel.pkl.
What's PKL?
That is the pickle file.
You just call it randomly like that? Or is that an actual extension?
Pickle, that is the actual extension.
Really?
There is a library called pickle. Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah. So, okay, you're able to do hyperparameters, and then so you want, is this the one you want to use? Yes. So you want to copy paste as the and then you can scroll all the way to the bottom of the notebook. There's a cell that says model, and then replace model with the name. And so run that. And then we scroll all the way down here. There's an model official. Yep. And then you're also gonna want to download that for the next step. You guys. Done?
What did this happen? Oh my god, what's this?
That was like change criteria log loss in addition to one second, once you find what problem what you want to do and then you guys did it? Thanks. Okay, anybody else need help? Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm answering the question for this.
Oh,
I can look at my answer and make sure it's correct because I haven't looked at your. Yeah.
oh.
so this way.
Oh, so those are,
Right.
yeah, yep,
Okay, give it to him.
nice. And I believe that's actually Alex, so
Okay, there you go.
nice. Okay, all right, so everyone was able to download pickle file. Okay, so now is the slightly more complicated part. I'm gonna do a demo on my side first, just in case we're not able to finish this all today. Let me share. I'm gonna share a GitHub repository. I'll explain what GitHub is in a second in case that is a word you've never heard before, which is possible.
Second favorite.
Unless, do you want to explain? Like,
You really are. I thought you got it.
oh, did you want to explain what GitHub?
No,
Oh,
it's okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I
Click
sent.
code, share. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess this, I'm not sure how you describe it.
Okay. So I sent a link.
Version.
Yes, it is a version. Okay, yeah. So basically GitHub, it's like Harshal said, is a place where you share your code. If you're at Opticars, I kind of talked about it a little bit already. But yeah, it's a place where you share code. You can basically pull and push code, which means you're pulling code. So you're pulling the most recent version of this code online. And if you push code, you're pushing the changes that you made to that code base. So I sent a link. It's called BioBinary Starter. Basically, this is just a bunch of starter code. If you want to work with this, you can fork it somehow. Or yeah, you can clone it, that's fine. And I'll talk about how to do that in a second. But I'm going to run a demo. And basically the way this works is when you have a downloaded pickle file, what I wanted everyone to be able to do, I think we're going to have to finish this up at the next meeting, is you can download that pickle file and you can make predictions with that in real time. So by the end of this, what I wanted you guys to have is a deployed web application where you can, like, someone can wear the EEG and they can see on the screen, my model is predicting this is what you're doing. So that is the goal with this. So I'm going to run.
Hey, you're Parrot Dealer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just ask us in person too. I'm Marshall, by the way. I was the one who answered your call.
But if,
Also, on Bing Brunton, I haven't talked to her in a while, but I like talked to her like once or twice, maybe, like while I was at the CNC. There were journal clubs there, like 2 quarters ago. She might be on the Slack, actually.
okay, there we go. Okay, so if you happen to be looking at the Zoom, I have the GitHub open and then I just have the pedal metrics thing, which I talked about before. We'll have you guys set that up at the next meeting because there's some annoying setup stuff you have to do. But basically this is just streaming the data from here to the computer. I talked about this before. And so I have this GitHub repository. This is the code that's on there. And so there are 4 main steps that you're supposed to do once you guys open this up. So the first thing is kind of fun. You can change the styling of the site if you want, like colors and stuff. Then this here, so on lines 45 through 47, there's this thing that says load your model. On the Google Colab, that last cell that you guys ran to save your model, it looked pretty similar. It was like you create this file and you put the model there. It's the same syntax basically for loading it somewhere else. And so you can see on the left-hand side, I have that pickle file. I basically moved it from my downloads to this code base. And so the reason why I'm doing this is so I can access that model to make predictions. And then step 2 is just like adding content to the site if you guys want to do that. You can also include images of any of the plots that the data you collected, what did it generate? So those would be like the different graphs that you had in that notebook if you want to include them. And then the other code that you want to edit is the very last few lines, which is what do you want to happen after prediction is made. So depending on what your classification was, if it was eyes open, eyes closed, I had that be like the default thing. But if you classified something else, you can change what that is. You can also add images. I have them commented out. So if you guys want to change that, you can do that as well. But I'm going to show you what the current version of this looks like. It's going to take a second because it's kind of slow. Okay. Okay, so I'll also turn this around so everyone can see. I don't know if anything's in, but the goal is that, oh yeah, you can customize this. So I just found like some random picture to put in the background. If you want to make it like neuroscience themed, you can do that too. And so, okay, no one's wearing it right now, so I don't know what's going to say. But if you click go, wait, stop. Okay, it's also printing out. I kind of did this last minute, so I didn't have it like change one value. So it's just going to print out like a whole long string, but you can change that if you want.
I took close, you're not even wearing it at all.
Yeah, no one's wearing it. So I guess it's 0 voltage is closer to eyes closed, I suppose. But yeah, so the goal would be that you have some app and it's outputting whatever you want. And then that was the thing where you can also add images instead of text if you want to do that. And then change whatever text you want. And yeah, so this is the end result of this project that we want to get everyone to. Okay. And so now that you have pickle file, I think what we can try and do by the end of the meeting is get you guys set up with the Git repository so that by the next meeting, you can actually start customizing this and making it your model. So we're going to try and do that in the last like 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So first, does everyone have the pickle model downloaded? Okay. So let's make sure, I'm going to give some time for everyone just to make a GitHub account. Does anyone not have one of those yet? Or does everyone already have a GitHub account? Okay, then we can skip that step then.
Hmm.
Um,
That's that before explaining what GitHub is.
yeah. Well, I guess a refresher. So what you want to do is clone the repository. So what that just does is it makes your own version of the repository. I actually, do they need to, oh, sorry, not clone. You want to, sorry, I lied. You're not going to clone it. I think you're going to create a fork first. So if you, oh, share this I do. You want to click at this icon at the top. This is fork, and then create a new fork. So I'll give you guys a section to that. And this is on the link that I sent with the GitHub repository. Yeah. Okay, and then when you're done, can you just like raise your hand? And then let me know if anyone needs help with that part. Everyone good? I think okay. All right. So once you have that, actually, I'm going to do it on my side too, just to make sure I know what screens everyone is seeing. Okay, I can probably delete this later. Oh, I guess I already. Okay, can I see someone's screen really quick? That worked the thing. Okay, nice. Okay, so then I guess it looks pretty similar to mine. So when you're on your forked version, you want to click code and then copy paste this link here. And then does everyone have a code editor? So like Visual Studio, does anyone not have one? Okay, actually this makes this really simple. Nice. Okay, so once you have that copied, you want to open your code editor. And then you want to, if you have the thing, you should be able to see something that says clone git repository. Does anyone not see that thing? Okay. So once you have this like clone git repository thing, you should be able to, oh, actually you should probably just be able to search. So you can copy paste that link and then go to wherever you want to save it on your computer. And then you should be able to open it and it should look something like this when you get there. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. So raise your hand when you get to that point where you have the code open on your code editor. Or just let me know if you need help too, because sometimes that can be kind of messy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to open a new thing, you can do Control-Shift-N, and it actually makes a new window. Should explain this. Okay, so let's just download this thing. I set this up a long time ago. Okay, I think what we can do then now, I think it's okay if we don't have to get that anymore. Is where's the repository? Oh, it's here. Okay. Okay, also as an alternative, if you don't want to use GitHub right now, that's fine, because technically you don't need it right now. If you put the code, so the green button where you want to copy paste the link, you can also just put download zip. Sometimes it just works. Also show that on my computer really quick if anyone's watching online. So rather than cloning it, you can just click here, download zip instead. And then you should be able to unzip. Yeah. Once you unzip it, then you can open it in this. Okay. Oh, yes. Is everyone just doing it the unzip way? Okay. That's better. Nice. Okay. How's it going? Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
It's a slowly.
And then. Okay, maybe we can do that next week. It shouldn't take very long. That's right. What is this thing? It's been nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Says no margin. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So cool. And now you should get out the wolves, yes.
Oh, there is a lot of versions.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, you should maybe test different ones.
Yeah, but I think
I know like the last one for us, maybe the just thought it was kind of be fun. I think that class we should.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Okay. Are you doing good?
Is there there's a my model, the pickle file here, right? So then I imported to here, a my model pickle.
Yeah, so the my model pickle that's in the zip file already, that's just a sample one. You can delete it if you want
Okay,
and then
okay,
replace it with your own.
okay. And then should I just run Python applepy or?
Oh, is this BSO? Nice. Yeah, definitely open it in there.
And then
Yeah,
run.
you might. Okay, yes. So I can show you guys how to run it really quick if you'd like.
I think I gotta.
Oh yeah, it is 6 p.m. So if anyone needs to go, definitely
got it.
head out. I'm gonna just do this part really quick.
Wow,
Stay.
just
for
an
like
hour.
a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So-
All right. Okay, so the command to run it, I'm gonna copy paste it. So next week, I think I'm gonna have you guys like finish customizing your own apps, and then if you know the people on your team that have the data, maybe like ask them to show up or just send it to you if you want to use your own data instead. And then I think we'll also allocate time for you guys to gather more data if you want to improve your model as well and re-download your pickle file or just work with the one you have. So next week, probably spend half of the time finishing up this project so that you have your own app. And at the end, you guys can like share what you did. And then I think your journal club thing is gonna go the next week after that.
All right.
So
Fair enough.
all right.
I probably won't buy that for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I still have to send it back to manufacturer.
Okay, that's fine. I think, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, if I really need it, I'll probably know.
Yeah, you can split it. Everyone gets green.
Command
Oh,
run code. Right. Okay, I also sent the command to run the code in
Holy shit.
Thanks for showing me. Yeah.
okay. That time went a lot faster than I thought it would go.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, thank you guys for coming.
1 year.